Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Erica and today, yes, I am wearing a shirt. Today I will be doing my Panda palette update for the month of June. I don't know if this is going to be coming out in July, but hopefully not. For those of you who don't know what a Panda palette is, it's basically a type of project pan where you try and hit pan or use up a eyeshadow palette completely. I chose the Rose Quartz palette by Huda Beauty this year to work on, and my goal was just to get as much use on it as possible. This is my youngest palette, but I felt like it was really neglected, but it does not look like that anymore. And I'll show you on screen what it looked like last month. My main goal was to use up the shade Lovestone, which I actually have done. So this is what it looks like now. Look at all those new pans. I also, as you can see, did hit 2 new pans. Ignore the pan in here. It's I dropped it and I caught it with my pinky and dug a hole into it on accident. But yeah, this is what my palette looks like now, and it definitely looks more loved. The mattes are definitely harder to use up. I am wearing this palette today, so I'm going to just, you can't really tell. So I'm using the shade Quartz on my lower lid, Aura on my crease, and the shade Mantra on my outer corners. And I believe I have a little bit of it under my eye as well, but I have oily lids, so it may have faded throughout the day. I'm going to go over the numbers of my usage on this palette. Starting with Quartz, I used it 5 times this month for a total of 11 uses. Aura, 1 time this month for a total of 1 use. Gratitude, 0 times this month for a total of 2 uses. Cosmic Love, twice for a total of 3 uses. Empowered, once for a total of 4 uses. Joy, 2 times for a total of 6 uses. Precious, 0 times this month for a total of 12 uses. Energized, 2 times this month for a total of 4 uses. Lovestone, 12 times this month for a total of 50 uses, and 50 is when I finished it. But I had already used it a little bit here and there before this project, so I'm gonna say I finished it in about 60 uses total. Cherished, 0 times this month for a total of 1 use. Blissful, 1 time this month for a total of 1 use. Happiness, 0 times this month for a total of 6 uses. Mantra, twice this month for a total of 28 uses. Serenity, 0 times this month for a total of 3 uses. Abundance, 8 times this month for a total of 18 uses. Moon Magic, once this month for a total of 2 uses. Radiate, 9 times this month for a total of 23 uses. And Self Love, 9 times this month for a total of 25 uses. So at this point I have actually used every shade at least once. I think I was missing Aura and Blissful. Yeah, those were the 2 shades I had not used yet, but unintentionally, I unintentionally used it this month, which is perfect timing because I'm actually going to be retiring this palette. Well, not forever, just from this project pan, because it is, I feel like it's more neutral cool tone, and we're approaching summer. Actually, it is currently summer, so I wanted to roll in something a little bit more summery for me to work on. My goal was to use up Lovestone completely so I wouldn't have to worry about it going bad and potentially getting the rest of my palette like moldy, if you know what I mean. The palette I have picked to replace my neutrals palette is another neutrals palette. I'm going to be rolling in the Lorac Unzipped palette. I don't know which one this is, if it's just like Unzipped or Unzipped Pro or whatever it is. I wish Lorac still made eyeshadow palettes. Maybe they still do, but it's hard for me to find because I really enjoy this formula. However, their holiday formula is absolutely garbage. My goal on this palette is to just get as much usage on it as possible. I feel like it's still a little cool tone, but it's much more neutral. So this is what mine looks like. I have worked on a few of these shades in the past for a project pan, especially this one right here, which is Unattainable, which is funny because I was actually supposed to be working on the shade under it. But yeah, anyways, my goal on this is to get as much usage on it as possible before the end of the year. And the reason why I'm picking this palette even though it's so neutral and not very summery, is because I feel like a lot of my eyeshadow looks have just not been really for the office. Like, I do get compliments, but I feel like it's too dramatic, like what I'm wearing today. So I would like to bring it down a little bit more and just wear something more neutral. When I'm at home, I think I will still reach for more colorful shades, but I'm leaning more towards neutral shades these days. I still have my Too Faced Italian Spritz palette. I was debating rolling this in, but there's not enough metallics in here that are to my liking for everyday use, but this one is just full of them. Basically every metallic in here is usable for everyday usage. I am getting more tan, so I feel like I will not really... Is that a pan? No, it's not. No way. Okay. I feel like I will be using these 3 shades, which is Unbelievable, Unattainable, and Censored. Oh, and Untamed, definitely. I don't anticipate using these 2 shades much this year. Maybe next year, but maybe for like a little bit of a lid highlight, like if I do a halo eyeshadow look, where you put like a more lighter shade on the center of your lid. But since I have hooded lids, that might not work so well. Or if I decide to put it in my inner corner, which I feel like on me doesn't look the greatest. I'll probably rub it off anyways, because I'm always forgetting that I wear makeup. So yeah, this is my new palette for the rest of the year. And by the rest of the year, I mean until December, because December is when I roll out everything of my project pans, and then I just play with whatever makeup I like, whether I want to or not. Because I feel like with me and project pans, I don't really experience burnout. I do with like posting videos, but for my products I just keep using them and I'm not tired of it because it's just kind of like a routine for me. It's just so easy to remember to use it. It's almost like a uniform, and I feel like it makes doing my makeup much more easy when I just have like a set amount of products to use, instead of like digging through my drawers every day like, oh, today I want a glowy bronzer, or today I want a glowy blush, which I don't think I have. Do I? I'm not sure if I have either one of those, but yeah, I think it's just easier to have a project pan to, you know, simplify my morning routine. But every December I give myself a break because I probably need it whether or not I really think about it, and it makes starting again in the new year much more exciting. Anyways, that's everything for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit short. I probably should have been more excited about hitting pan, but I've seen it for a while and I feel like I'm struggling a little bit to use it, so I'm ready for some change. Even though this looks very boring, this is actually one of my favorite palettes because it's just so easy to use and the shadows are very flattering on my lids. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a month. Bye!